Hello, welcome to Ephemera Files by Tommy. And yes, I know it has been a hot minute since I've been on here. I won't go into details. There's been a lot of struggle and a lot of stress going on. And I am making myself come in here to my studio to try to make something. Because I don't know about you, but winter doesn't help me. And some medical things haven't helped me, and an emotional state hasn't helped me. So I am just going to make something. Now, the tricky part is I was trying to figure out what I was going to make. I didn't want to just come in and, grab willy-nilly, because I just want to be able to do something. And this was a thing that I had set aside. And it used to be, I think I started it and then set it aside because I didn't have time to finish it. And this is a piece of vellum. I'm not sure if it's Tim Holtz or not, but it's old-fashioned, got pink roses, a little lady with pink dress on, different things. And I pulled this out for some reason. And like I said, it's been a while. I probably put this together a month ago. So I don't really know what I had planned. This was an invitation that I got, and I didn't take a picture before I cut it apart, but it started out life like this. And so you can see, I just fussy cut around the edges of the flowers, and the center part, I went ahead and squared it up. I covered that up because it had some information on it. And I think, if I remember correctly, I think that I was going to, I did cut it so that this fit there, and these would fit here. Just like that. And I was going to put this somewhere and this somewhere. So let's see if I can figure out what it was that I was intending to do. And I'm just gonna bring you along with me. I think that I was going to put this across here because it's almost the same size. So maybe I was going to make a booklet of some sort. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a booklet of some sort. So I am going to just mark this right here with my thumb. So I've got a little crease there showing where I want to fold it. And I am just going to fold this in on that crease. And I'm going to do the same on this side. And I think that I am going to just glue that straight down there. I've got a rough idea of something that I'm going to do. I don't know if it was the original, but I'm going to glue that down there. But the edges here are bigger than the edges there, so I need to do something on those edges. Let's see, what have I got that's already here? Does this, I have some washi tape here. Does that, yeah, that coordinates with it. So I am going to do something else first. I need, with that one, I think that one looks better. I need to cover that up right there and this down here because it's still going to show through the washi tape. So I am getting, I think, nope, that's a water pen. I have a white marker somewhere. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to use my gold Sharpie. And I'm just going to take the Sharpie and just go around these edges. It'll probably take a couple of times. And remember, I'm winging this. All right, and I'm going to go over one more time. Because if nothing else, it knocks back that black enough that I think that the washi tape will take care of the rest. And if it doesn't, then I'll figure something else out. While I've got it out, I'm going to take, and when you've got cardstock and you cut it, the edges end up white, and I do not like to just leave that. So I'm just going to go over it with the Sharpie. I just think it gives it a much more nicer look, much more finished look. Okay, and I'm going to get my little razor here. I got this at Dollar Tree, and I think it was a pack of 2, and I've had this for years, probably pre-COVID, and I use it a lot. I'm just going to line that up to the edge. And I just take this and I place the blade right on the edge of the card and pull up, and it gives me such a clean edge. So I'm going to do that for all 4 sides. If I can line it up. I'm lining it up away from me to make sure that it's still in the camera, so it's kind of hard for me to see where that edge is. Maybe if I do it this way, we can both see. Yep, that's better. Except I can't see that one. All right, one more. And of course I went back to the way that I have trouble seeing. It's all right, it still worked, right? Yep, and see, you really can't. If you didn't know that was there, you wouldn't be able to tell. Okay, so now I am going to glue this part down. I'm going to center it on here. Glue stick. Still sad that they quit making my favorite glue stick. Let's make sure I'm gluing the right section. Now, I was getting ready to glue the wrong piece. I want this one here. And you know what? You can still see some of the lettering back there, but it really, you can't read it. And I think that it is going to be just fine. All right, so there is that part. Now, I'm thinking, I wonder, well, that would make that upside down. I wonder, let's see. Yeah, this is why I don't fly by the seat of my pants, because I don't have wings on my pockets. Okay, if we do this, yes, I think that this is going to work, so bear with me. I am going to leave just enough up here at the top that I can fold it over, and then I'm going to tuck it under here so that this will cover it. I think I was overthinking earlier when I was trying to figure out what I was doing. So I need, oh, that works, right like that. And I just shifted. We'll see how badly I shifted here in just a moment. and I can't pick that up. There we go. And then here was right there. Yeah, let's do it this way. Maybe I won't shift so much. Nope, I did it too short. Okay, well, you know what? I've got washi tape, and I do need to fix this edge over here. I think that's the one that maybe shifted. All right, my original plan was to have a flip over tucked under there with this. That didn't happen, obviously. So what I'm going to do is get my washi out again, and this time I'm going to add some glue stick to it since it's going to be holding a moving part. And let's see. Need to make sure I've got enough washi showing on either side. To actually hold it in place as a hinge. I didn't push that down hard enough. And it's on vellum, so that may be an issue. Maybe I won't be able to use washi tape. I may have to get some paper out. We'll see. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, let's see. I don't know if tea bag would, that could look really cool on this side though. If the tea bag, I don't know, I haven't used tea bag enough to know if it's strong enough to make a hinge. Okay, I'll save that for another time, or I may use it on this as decor. All right, so I've got a scrap piece of copier printer paper here. So I'm just going to make a hinge, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this paper in half. And do like I was trying to do with the washi. And it may just be that the glue stick won't work on the vellum. We'll see how that, see if that's the issue here in just a moment. Like I said, my favorite glue stick they quit making, and it just made me sad. All right, so I've got that part lined up. All right. lining that part up, and then unlining it as soon as I set it down. All right, let me make sure it's still straight. Not very. See if I can scooch it a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to just trim this off. Okay, so what I've got is this part would be the front, and then you turn it over and lift this flap, and then you've got the inside that opens up. Okay, that worked. I don't know, that kind of goes with it, doesn't it? I'll add something to it, but now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add these to the front part, and I'm probably going to make use, let's see, what do I think about that? I would have to come down a lot further. Let's see, right there? Does it work right there? Now see, my original plan was for the vellum to go all the way around and then tuck up under that, and that's not happening. So now I'm just decorating. Let's see, I don't want that line right there. Do I want one of these other pieces instead? No, I don't know that I want the cow on there. I'm just going to take off that unprinted edge there. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's just where the print did not go to the edge of the paper. And it's very narrow, so I don't even know if I can do this. I'll try though. Thankfully, vellum tears super easy. Yep, that worked. I was just a little crooked. All right, so I do this, and I can get that down to where it just doesn't, let's see. I'm gonna put this on here first. And then I'm just going to scoot that until I don't see the torn edge. Just like that. And you take just a little bit more off of one edge. It's still a little long. I'm using my mat to know where this needs to go, and it looks, yep, it looks like I can do that right there. I am going to use the glue stick on this because I will have cardstock over the top of it that will help to keep it down. Well, I already forgot where my line was. So we'll just do this. Right there. And put it on straight. Let's see if I do this, I can line that line up and that line up. Okay, I like that. Now I'm going to get my marker out again and go around at least these edges. Those still have a white border on them, so I don't think that's going to bother me much. go ahead and get these while I've got the marker out. All right. I'm going to line that up right at the top. I'm going to put a weight on it while I'm working on this other part, because I know that I'm going to have a gap down here when I put these on, and I think that I want to cover it with this washi tape. Sorry about my sniffles. I'm just going to go ahead and get some glue on here, and since I'm gluing onto the cardstock and not just the vellum, I think this will work. We shall see. That seems to be sticking just fine. All right, so I'm going to get some glue on this one. I think maybe I need to use this for those two, because it's not quite, that's not quite big enough. All right, so got this. You turn it over and you lift the flap. I probably need to do something in there, and that did not glue straight, which is fine. That came unglued way too easy. So I'm gonna have to switch glues. Let's see. I'm going to try this zig, and if this doesn't work, then I'll just try something else. And this is the Zig two-way glue. do that. My goodness, this is a struggle. It's a struggle. Okay. I'm going to open it up, see if it's laying straight this time. It's not really. I'm wondering what I did. I think maybe my paper here isn't straight. Maybe the paper's the problem. Oops. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay. That'll go there. That'll go there. That'll go there. And that will eventually go there. If I can get that to straighten its act out. Yay. Okay. Yay. That works. That works. Now, what else do I need to do? I don't know. I feel like I'm really pushing myself just to even get this done. So, got that. I've got that. I've got that. Well, I don't know about you, but I think that's fine. And that would slip into a pocket. It would be really cute as an insert. In a journal. It would also, if you did this, you could actually make that a pocket, put some gift cards in there. I feel like it needs something else, but I don't know what that something else is at the moment. And I think that since I was struggling so much to even get to the point to make a video, I'm going to call it a win. I got something made, I got in the studio, I got to talk to y'all and let you know that I have not fallen off the face of the earth. Did have a couple of times I wish I could have. And I'm here. And you're here, and I am so thankful that you are joining me in this journey. I really do appreciate you. Thank you for joining me today, and as always, be kind. Bye.